Top of the fucking morning, folks. Hope you're doing great. I don't give a fuck if you're not listening to this in the morning, if it's the afternoon, if it's the nighttime. The only thing I give a fuck about is that I hope you're doing well, and I welcome you with open arms back to the goddamn program. I don't know why I'm feeling vulgar today. I don't know why. Feeling good myself. Drinking my trusty douchebag douchebag fuel, I guess we could call it. LaCroix. We got some, what do we got? Peachy pear flavored LaCroix here. Kind of, I don't know. You like drinking stuff out of cans, I guess. That's what the draw is. You like feeling cool, having a can in your hand. Because I love fucking drinking water as much as the next guy. I could drink water till the fucking cows come home. But sometimes you just want to switch it up with a little bit of flavor. But yeah, I'd say the majority of my liquid intake is water. Pure, just my Brita filtered water. Coffee. And then sometimes beer. I would say it was probably more of an even distribution a couple years ago, if not maybe a couple months ago, but now it's leaning heavily on just the water, which is good. It's good, but sometimes, sometimes you want to drink a beer. Or, even with the coffee, I guess sometimes I catch myself not really drinking as much, but I still love fucking coffee. Don't get that twisted at all. But yeah, this is going to be Garden Pals number 107 for Monday, January 24th, in the year is 2022. And yeah, like I said, fucking not a minute ago, welcome to the program, and hope you're doing well. Today's holidays are National Peanut Butter Day, so love that. Peanut butter, maybe a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or the underdog, kind of dark horse sandwich, peanut butter sandwich, the peanut butter and fluff. Or, if you're like me, the peanut butter just on bread. That's just my go-to. It's never going to be amazing, but it's most definitely never going to be a bad time. You can't be fucked up. And it's usually pretty damn satisfying. I don't know about the peanut butter and banana sandwich. I think I may have had that once or twice. But I'm pretty sure I do have a fond memory of that, so that is a valid sandwich, a valid use of your peanut butter. And maybe sometimes, you put your peanut butter on your wiener and then you let your dog lick it. That's the kind of hack joke that you were most likely expecting me to go there. Surprisingly, I've never done such a thing. Never put the peanut butter on my member and had Sparky lick it. Mostly because I haven't really had dogs for the majority of my life. Only very short, here and there situations with the pooches. They usually got ran over by cars, or they got fucking, or they just ran away, or they were gifted to someone else out from underneath me. I can think of many a dog that's not fate, but they were just given away. What the fuck are you gonna do? Like I said, and then or like I've said before, this is a pro cat podcast. We're not a dog guy here, so you're not going to find any fucking, I don't know, you're not going to find any fond speak of pooches here. Mostly, it's probably just because I'm salty that my dog got all fucking 7 of my dogs got fucking 7 bodies from fucking just leaping out the door and fucking finding the grill of a Chevy right in the middle of the street. I think I definitely said this on the podcast before, but yeah, I had a dog. Fucking yeah, it's like what do you do with what do you even do with an animal when you're like 6 or 7 years old? I feel like you don't even know how to like treat an animal good. Like most animals are scared of like young children, especially cats, dogs, whatever. 'Cause it's like kids, I don't know, you aren't nice to it, I guess, or maybe it's just me and my friends who are just pieces of shit. Putting a fucking pen cap up your dog's ass to fucking pass the time. That's what kids used to do before TikTok and before they all wanted to fucking buy NFTs and fucking jump out of a moving vehicle. But yeah, National Peanut Butter Day. So yeah, peanut butter. I think it's relatively healthy, right? There's some kind of brand. I don't know what brand it is. Maybe Peter Payne. He's got a brand of peanut butter that's like honey peanut butter, which is very very tasty. If they could sponsor the podcast, I would appreciate that. This podcast is brought to you by Peter Pan's Honey Peanut Butter, smooth peanut butter. I don't like. Do people lean towards the crunch more than the fucking smooth? I don't know. I guess you could leave that in the comment if you're a crunch supremacist or a smooth peanut supremacist. Let a brother know. And yeah, so not only is it National Peanut Butter Day, it's also, which is near and dear to this podcast, National Beer Can Appreciation Day. So don't get it twisted, folks. This is not a beer appreciation day, but I guess it's beer cans specifically. So I guess they're giving just any old thing a fucking appreciation day. Literally anything. Fucking assless chaps appreciation day. Creepy Uncle John appreciation day. Fucking yell at your uncle appreciation day. But yeah, beer can appreciation day. So there's many different ways you could show appreciation to a beer can. I guess you could just enjoy it like a normal person. You could, I don't know. I appreciate them for many reasons, I guess. They're not as dangerous as a glass bottle, especially if you're like me, where you like to drink to the point where your arms and legs don't work anymore. If you drop your can on the ground because your arms don't work anymore, it's not going to shatter. But if you have yourself nice cold glass bottle in your hand, then you're going to fucking find some trouble when your arms and legs don't work. And then you're going to drop your glass bottle, and it's going to fucking break on the floor of the Chevy, and then you're gonna have to fucking sweep glass out of your fucking out of your truck, and that's just not gonna be right. It's not gonna be good. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that they don't. That they can't. You can't really break a can, I guess. This is reminding me of that fucking the Toby Keith Red Solo. I really love how you're easy to stack, and I really hate how you're easy. Oh, Toby Keith. Toby Keith, he appreciates Red Solo cups, but I don't give a fuck about that. Today's beer can appreciation day, Toby, so shut the fuck up. Yeah. So, yeah, and another thing that beer cans can do, they could be shotgunned. You're not going to be able to shotgun a cup. You can't shotgun a Red Solo cup. You can't shotgun a bottle. But you can shotgun a can, so you can do that. I love a shotgun, especially more in my earlier, or probably a couple of years ago in my drinking career. That was kind of all the rage. 2016, summer of our Lord and Savior. Lots of shotgunning going on that summer. I guess I could still do it. It kind of hurts your tummy a little bit, especially if the beer is, ice cold. If the mountains are blue, then it's gonna fucking feel like nails going down your throat. But hey, it's fucking fun. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, like kind of Well, no, I was gonna say beer ball, but that's not shotgunning. That's just chugging. I don't fucking know. Yeah, cans are great though. They can be shotgunned. They aren't. They really are not prone to injury as a glass bottle is. And also cans. They come in different shapes and sizes. If you're So they have your normal can, then you got your fucking silo, the fucking 16 ounce, and then you got the fucking tall boy, which, what is that, 22 or 24 ounces? So yeah, you got all shapes and sizes for all different appetites, however thirsty you are, depending on that day. They got a fucking can for it. That's why I appreciate beer cans. And yeah, some of them appreciate it for that. And then some cans have cool designs. You don't really see, I feel like bottles, there's less real estate on because it's got the long neck, so there's probably less real estate for cool designs or just cool shit to be on the bottle. That's why I appreciate cans, especially PBR. They always got some cool artsy hipster bullshit on there, so that's why I appreciate that. Appreciate them for their design aspects sometimes. And just most of all appreciation, they're a vehicle for alcoholism and my alcoholism, so I appreciate them for that. They, I guess, yeah, they're just a vehicle for a fucking good time and then potentially a bad time if you overdo it. And if you've ever listened to this podcast, that's what we do on this. We overdo it just a little bit, and then we wake up the next morning and say, what do we say? Time for a beer. That's what I say. And one moment. Just taking a sip of my, which is in a can, by the way, but this is a sparkling water because I'm a pussy. And I didn't even think of this. Another reason why I appreciate beer cans. Because after you drink it, it can be easily broken down into a much smaller, compact little vessel. You just fucking crunch either side, and then you fucking jump on it. Something fun to do. You get a little drunk, you can't stand up straight, but you can still fucking crack a can. You can't do that with a bottle. If you try to step on a bottle, you'll get glass in your fucking sandals. And we don't want that, especially in the summer, God forbid. I guess God forbid you're wearing sandals in the wintertime unless you're a fucking homeless person, which if you are homeless and listen to this podcast, that's go get a job. But yeah, I think that might be all. I think I got out all of my appreciation for beer cans. And maybe if you have any, drop them in the comments or, fax them to me or who knows, send me a naked photograph of yourself with a letter with it written out what you appreciate about beer cans covering your extremities. But yeah, and then so we're going to segue here. I was at work. This is vaguely related to beer cans, I suppose. I was at work, and there's this gentleman who's been staying with us for like a fucking, easily a month, if not a month and a half. This poor fuck. He's been living in the hotel that I work at. It's a mess. Shit on the walls, blood in the sink. And he's been here for a month and a half. And he works overnights. I don't know if he's a welder or he fucking pumps gas. I don't know what the fuck he does or give a fuck. But he's a nice guy. He's kind of got a little southern tinge to him. A little bit of a drawl. Short little chubby fucker. And he works overnight, so he's always done with his shift and coming in right as I'm coming in. So usually like 7:15, I see him, and just the normal, like, hey, what's up? Morning, how you doing today? Kind of shit. And I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, you're looking at it. That was his famous fucking saying, which is fucking silly. Maybe I'll start using that. You're looking at it. What's going on? You're looking at it. Maybe you can use it too. But yeah, he was wrapping up his stay with us. He said he only had a couple days, and then the next day he came in, he had like a 6-pack of or a 4-pack of bottles, and then I think a 6-pack of cans. And he was walking in with them at like 7:15 in the morning, like I said, when he always comes in. And I was like, oh, just fucking talking shit. Oh, breakfast of champions. There we go. And just being a fucking idiot as I do. Like to joke around, get a little silly with the kids. And he's like, yep. And then he goes into the breakfast room. Then he comes back and he's like, hey man. Hey man, I don't fucking know how he talks. He's like, are you 21? And I'm like, yep. And then so he slid me, the gentleman he is, one can and then one bottle. And these are IPAs, which we all know. Not a huge fan of IPAs. And I doubt you're a fan of IPA because the listener base of this podcast is very intelligent, and we know that IPAs suck cock and balls. But onward with the story. So he gave me a beer can and a bottle. So 2 beer. And then I just went and promptly put them in my bag, just put them in my backpack, and then just went on with my day. And but like I said, IPAs are my favorite, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't like IPAs. No, thank you. I'm gonna fucking just be appreciative, thankful for them. Hey, man, you wanna? And then I see him the next day, and he asks how they were, the IPAs, and I didn't drink them yet. I just put them in my fridge, forgot about them. Didn't want to tell him; it would have been awkward. So I was just like, yeah, they were great. Didn't drink them yet, but then got me thinking in my head. It's like, well, maybe because I'm a little bit older, I got some gray in my bush. Maybe I'll like the IPA. What's it stand for? India Pale Ale or some fucking dumb shit like that. Like maybe, well, I'm going to try it no matter what. But yeah, I guess tonight's the night. So I had the day off. Day after, not like it would matter, like I'm gonna get blackout drunk drinking 2 fucking beers. I think one of them was 9%, one of them was 7%. Cool packaging, which I appreciate, it's cool. So I figured that it would taste good, which isn't necessarily the strongest correlation, especially in the IPA community. They all taste like shit. But I tried the first one. It was in a bottle. And I thought it would just kind of be like a regular beer. That's what I was really hoping for. But of course, we all know with IPAs, they have that strong, bitter fucking aftertaste. It's fucking gross. I'm like, I literally took a sip and I was just like, oh, just like audible fucking groan, moan, fucking moaning at the moon, howling at the moon after fucking taking a sip of this. So that's the first one. I hate it. I literally took a half a sip. I was like, and I tried to take another. I was like, no, we're not doing this. So then the second one, this is the can. I don't know why I don't like the can, like how they have the plain silver cans and they just have like a little paper label across it. Like, come on, let's put some fucking effort into it at least if it's going to taste like shit. But yeah, the second one, so it's a cake flavored one. It's got like a donut on it for some reason, which doesn't make sense. It's by a company called Brewdog. That's what the Southern, he's like, oh, you know Brewdog? Like, sure, man. Oh yeah, these are great. I love Brewdog. And it's like, okay, all right, whatever. I'll take it. I'll take whatever's free. Give me it, baby. Lay it on me. So second one, like I said, first one's horrible, struck out, face in the dirt. So I get my dick out of the dirt and then I go to crack open the can of this cake flavored one. No high expectations for this. Tastes like shit. No real big surprise there. But yeah, it was fucking horrible. And so yeah, I literally took half a sip out of each of them. And then I just dumped them down the drain. They're fucking horrible. Yeah, they weren't that much fun. Let me just take a sip of my beverage. Drying out here, folks. But it's like, never have I ever drank a beer and thought, you know what would make this taste better? If it kind of tasted like cake. I don't think just eat a fucking piece of cake, or why do you need to infuse it into a beer? When I want a beer, I want it to taste like a fucking beer, like a fucking Miller Lite, fucking Bush Light, Fleshlight. Yeah, I just want a beer I'm sure you're the same way because the audience of this program is very intelligent. And, yeah, so I just want a beer to taste like a beer. I don't want any of that extra fucking gay shit. Let's fucking quit it with the fucking donuts. And they're so thick, too. It's like, I don't even get it. Like, there's no way you could drink this in any kind of fun in the sun situation. Fun with your son. Shout out to any fathers out there. But yeah, I want my beer to taste like a fucking beer. And, yeah, more of a quantity guy than anything. I want it to be a light beer that I can have like 8 of them and then black out and then go to bed and fucking piss all over the place. That's all I want to do. I don't want a full meal in a fucking can. Tuna can Dan. Yeah, I don't want any of that. I don't want my dick to be the size of a tuna can. Short and fat. But yeah, I just want a beer to taste like a beer, and I want my dick to look like my dick, not a goddamn tuna can, beer can. Yeah, whole thing. That's my rant about IPAs. Yeah, if you like IPAs, go fuck yourself. Go jump off go jump into a fire. But yeah, I'll take that kind of solidified my, even like Blue Moon and shit like that, even that's too much for me. That solidified my hatred for IPAs. It was free, so no real loss there, but I learned something, so that's important. You got to learn something every day. Even if you fucking get drunk and go drive around, you still learn something. Take a couple Percocet, you learn something. So yeah, that's what I learned. That solidified that IPAs are out in my life forever. And never will I ever order an IPA or drink one. I can't, even if it was like free in front of me, I can't even put myself to stomach it. They just taste like fucking shit. Taste like dog shit. So fuck those. Yeah, so Beer Can Appreciation Day. Love a beer can as long as it's not any kind of IPA fucking hipster bullshit inside of it. National Peanut Butter Day. Go put some peanut butter in your dick and show your mom. Yeah, let's get to some fucking local news, folks. Kind of fucking made you wait for it. I apologize. Kind of went on a little tangent I went on there. So this is on NBC's, I think that's on, I don't know why it's on NBC Dallas-Fort Worth, but either way, local news, that's what I'm here to fucking provide. That's all that matters. Niagara Falls news, baby. Serving Niagara Falls proudly since 2021. Garden Pals. This is talking about, it's actually a video, so I'm not going to play it because I'm not a fucking, I don't know. But either way, it's this cool video about Bit Digital, and they run the fucking Bitcoin mining operation on Buffalo Avenue. And there's a cool video. It's called Tour a Bitcoin Mining Facility Run on Clean Energy, thanks to Niagara Falls. And yeah, I'm sure you could just look it up, NBC Tour a Bitcoin Mining Facility, or NBC Bitcoin Niagara Falls or something like that. Let's just read the copy here. Bit Digital, a sustainably focused generator of digital assets and the largest Bitcoin miner of the NASDAQ, recently launched a mining center in Buffalo, New York, parentheses Niagara Falls, and is working towards it using 100% sustainable power. The facility, located in an old coal factory, houses thousands of computers powered by hydroelectricity and is a part of the larger trend of the crypto industry trying to go green. So very interesting stuff there. Everybody's trying to go green, go gay, fuck your dad. So yeah, it's just a cool video. I think it's like 5 minutes, and it's got the founders and executives and all the bullshit talking about Bitcoin. Once again, don't really like Bitcoin, don't really give a fuck, but, it's local Niagara Falls stuff, so you got the right to know, and you're too fat and lazy to go read the paper. Now, who fucking reads the paper anymore? So I just Google the news, and then I regurgitate it back to you, baby. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm good for. So yeah, NBC video of the Niagara Falls Bitcoin mining facility. Go check it out. It's like 5 minutes. I back it. And that's on Buffalo Avenue if you want to go hear the computers sputtering trying to mine Bitcoin. They are quite loud. Driving down Buffalo Avenue, you can hear them. Onward to the next segment here of our local news. This one is actually heartbreaking, absolutely horrible to bring these vibes to the podcast. Let me just take a sip of my beverage. I apologize once again for bringing these bad vibes that I'm about to bring to this podcast. Okay, so this is by Nick Sabato in the Niagara Gazette. Niagara Wheatfield Niagara Wheatfield proves its grit in first win over Niagara Falls in 2 fucking decades. So this is Niagara Falls basketball versus Wheatfield basketball. And Wheatfield beat us for the first time in basketball in over fucking 20 years. Last time they beat us was the year 2000. Just fucking heartbreaking. Let's dig into this article here by Nick Sabato. Let's see what he's got. See what you got, Nick. Niagara Falls. For more than 20 years, Niagara Falls was simply too fast, too tough, and just plain too good for Niagara Wheatfield. But entering Tuesday's tilt between the last 2 unbeaten teams in the Niagara Frontier League, the Falcons knew they had the horses to run with the Wolverines. Oh boy. It was a matter of finding out if they had enough grit. Niagara Falls harassed the talented backcourt, tandem Fletcher and Robinson, holding them to a combined 28 points, 12 below their season average. Instead of the frontcourt duo Cooper and Watson, who proved to be the difference in the 54-42 win, the program's first against Niagara Falls since the Cataract City Consolidated Schools in the year 2000. Holy fuck. So is that when they created Niagara? Is that when Niagara Falls High School opened? The incarnation that we know now? Was that in the year 2000, I think? Because my one fucking old skank of a manager said that she went to Niagara Falls the first year it opened. That fucking bitch. I think they used to give everybody laptops too, which is cool. Back to the article. They blocked shots, snatched rebounds, and added a bit of nastiness to overcome a high-powered offensive attack that was grounded for most of the game. The pair combined for nearly 25 rebounds to push a Niagara Wheatfield program that has never won an NFL title to the top of the standings at the midway point of the season. We have that grit in us, but sometimes we have to challenge them instead of thinking it's going to happen. Niagara Wheatfield coach O'Brien said, "I'm extremely proud of the grit they came with because Niagara Falls played really good on the ball defense, and these guys said, okay, we need to figure out how we're going to how to get stops and scores so we can win this game." So yeah, just absolutely fucking embarrassing, heartbreaking fucking shit. Really bad. The year 2000, I don't think, that wasn't when like Johnny Flynn and Paul Harris played at Niagara Falls, right? Anybody got any fact checks on that? I think it might have been, it was probably like probably like 2004, 2000, 2006 probably, I would just guess, when Johnny Flynn and Paul Harris played for Niagara Falls High School. But yeah, near and dear to my heart, fucking Niagara Falls basketball, especially back in the day when I was still in high school. Me and Christian would go to all those fucking games, home and away, drive near and far. Yeah, we even had the little cutouts of the players' fucking heads. It was a fucking hoot. There's a picture of us in the Gazette. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it was the Buffalo News, of me and Christian in the stands with our fucking gay bleached blonde hair with the cool cutout signs of our friends' faces. And yeah, that was a big part of that was probably junior and senior year, going to watch the fucking basketball games. Team was great, fun to watch. But yeah, that's heartbreaking news. Lost to Wheatfield. First time that happened since the year 2000. And that will conclude our local news. So a little bit of digital news and a little bit of heartbreak here. And some more heartbreaking news that we all definitely know by this point. Betty White, R.I.P. And then Bob Saget, Bob Faggot, R.I.P. baby. Bob Saget, funny fucking guy. Full House. Betty White, Golden Girls. I used to watch Golden Girls many Saturday mornings spent with the gals. That, like, Full House. Well, I guess I didn't really watch Full House that much, but Golden Girls, and then fucking Saved by the Bell. Solid fucking very solid Saturday morning shows. Fucking AC Slater. What is it? Zach Morris, something like that. But yeah, R.I.P. Betty, R.I.P. fucking Bob Robert Saget. A lot of people don't. I don't know if people know this, but Bob Saget, very, very good stand-up comedian. Surprisingly quite dirty compared to his role as like completely, like, probably a stark, just a complete 180-degree difference between Bob Saget's stand-up and then his, like, Danny Tanner persona, family man, and then he's making fucking dick jokes and fucking thumb in the ass jokes. But yeah, the guy had range, and he's pretty sure he was like 65, which sucks. It was fucking hilarious. And then Betty White, she was fucking 99. Like 2 weeks away from fucking 100. God damn, couldn't have stuck it out. Heroin overdose. Be hilarious. She died like fucking drunk driving or something, or fucking someone like shot her. But no, I don't know what the fuck she died of. Who cares? And don't know what Bob Saget died of, but he died in a fucking hotel room, which is fucking heartbreaking. Because hotel rooms are just fucking shitty places to be. And, yeah, who the fuck wants to die in come on, who wants to die in a fucking hotel room? It's literally the last place anyone should ever want to die. I'd rather get fucking hit by a drunk driver than I'd rather die of a fucking heroin overdose, fentanyl overdose, than fucking die under any circumstances in a hotel room. But, so with that somber news being said, I'm gonna nip this cast here, and I will see you in the second part of today's podcast. All right, folks, back in this back half of number 107. 107 The Breeze, bringing you the hits. Number 107. Hope you're having a good Monday, the 24th, 1/24/22. Finally getting into the swing of writing 22 instead of 21 as the year, whenever you write things down. That's what I always do, just fucking forget. Little laggy here today, folks. A little bit of a relapse cast. I'm calling it. I think I'm going to see into the future and say that this summer, if any, will be a Busch Light summer. So last year was probably Miller Lite. This one will be a Busch Light. So what I'm feeling, it's got the mountains on it, just like Coors Light. Tastes like shit, just like Coors Light. Makes me drive better. Um, no, what was I gonna say about? No, it's like literally like $5 for six. It's literally funny to say it's $5 for a fucking six of the silos, the fucking 16 ounces. So you drink those, then you go joyriding around the town. And I don't know if this is true or not. And I'm not much of a scientist anymore, but I would say that different beers, just like domestic regular old schmegular old beer, they can give you different hangovers. I don't know if that's true or not, but I guess it kind of would make sense because certain ones are a little bit heavier than others. So, yeah, I guess beer is just finding which brand gives you the least hungover feeling the next day, so then you can just drink it in excess with your pals. That's what life's all about, baby. And speaking of drinking, I'm having a cup of Joseph right now. Believe we got Folgers on the beat, with some hazelnut creamer. Love hazelnut nut. Think caramel's probably my favorite, but this is like the sugar-free creamer, but you can kind of taste what it's sugar-free. It's still good though. And then I also put intense chocolate milk in with my creamer as well because I was feeling a little slutty this morning. And sometimes you just can't help it but feel just a little slutty. A little slutty on a Saturday morning for me, that's what it is. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And it's a Saturday. Not usually how this works, but there is a football game tonight. For me, it's Saturday. For you, this is much in the future, so I apologize. But yeah, we got Bills versus Pats. Bills got 11 wins. Pats got 10. It's going to be brutally fucking cold. 3 to 5-ish degrees. Fahrenheit, that is. Sorry to all my Canadian viewers. Yeah, it's going to be really cold. I thought about going for like a second, and then one, it's past my bedtime. I feel like I'm usually asleep during the weekdays. Jesus, probably about at least if I'm up past 7 p.m., it's a shocker. The fucking the NASDAQ fucking tanks when I stay up past 7 p.m. Just the whole world shifts. But yeah, I'll probably be I don't know. I want to stay up and watch it. Cause if we fucking lose, I gotta figure out which bridge I'm gonna go jump off of. But yeah, it's gonna be really cold. Probably even dangerously cold. But hey, people are still gonna get drunk and go to the game, tailgate. That'll be a lot of fun. We're gonna read some. This is from the AccuWeather website, just about the Bills game coming up. This is by Mark Pulio, AccuWeather staff writer. Look at that. Look there. There you go, Mark. Saturday night cold. Playoff game will be among the most frigid in NFL history. Only a handful of games in postseason history have been played in weather colder than the matchup set to take place in Buffalo. Here's how one of the NFL's most rabid fan bases prepares for the unforgiving conditions. Just fucking blasting Coors Light and fucking rails in the parking lot. That's how we prepare. Silly. Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, is home to some of the most hardened fans of one of the National Football League's most tortured franchises. Buffalo Bills have had more Super Bowl misfortune than any other team, yet their superfans, lovingly nicknamed the Bills Mafia, continue to show up week after week in all sorts of weather. Well, they're making us sound like we're a fucking shit team in this. Like, we're just showing up for the love of it when people are, we're playing fucking good football. And you want us to trying to make us sound like fucking we're out there eating a fucking bag of dicks, Mark. So go fuck yourself. But I will keep reading what you've kindly written for us. Wrote. I don't fucking know. Even after the seasons change from fall to winter, members of the Bills Mafia show up annually in some of the worst weather conditions football can possibly be played in. As the playoffs begin in January and the intensity of games increases, the temperatures in Buffalo plummet and fans get creative to stay warm. For Sean Reardon, this game will be unlike any other game he's ever attended. I was at the 2008 Bills and Pats game where the wind was extremely crazy. Goalposts were blowing down. Part of the training center roof blew off. Reardon recalled in an interview with AccuWeather, the weather was nuts. That was cold, wicked windy, but nothing like what I'm imagining the temperature is going to be like on Saturday. Oh boy. By Reardon's estimations, he's attended well over 50 games, and all right, we don't give a fuck about this. Who cares? Indeed, Saturday's first-round matchup between the Bills and Patriots will be unique in that it stands to be likely amongst the coldest ever NFL postseason games. It will fall short of some other memorably frigid playoff games, but only a small handful of postseason games in NFL history have had lower temperatures during the game. Like the Bills, the Patriots are no strangers to winter weather. New England's dynastic run under head coach Bill Belichick, suck my dick, began in a snowstorm almost exactly 21 years ago. Well, that's pretty cool. Isn't that nice? In a game that was nicknamed the Snow Bowl, or for some, the Tuck Rule game. Don't know what the fuck that means. Don't care. Battling the Oakland Raiders, Belichick's Patriots won an overtime field goal in howling winds and fiercely falling snow. Let's see. Although the lake effect machine has been cranking recently around Buffalo, no snow is in the forecast for Saturday night's game, but bitter cold is a guarantee. Look at that. I could have told you that. I should be a meteorologist. Temperatures are expected to remain 3 to 4 degrees Fahrenheit throughout the game, while there won't be much wind. Well, that's good. A slight breeze will bring us to real feel, copyright, temperatures below zero at times. All right, well, that's cool. 3 to 4 degrees. Let's see, a game time temperature of 4 degrees or lower at Highmark Stadium would put the game among the top 10 coldest ever NFL playoff games. That's pretty cool. A mark of 4 degrees would make it the second coldest NFL wild card round playoff game of all time, second only to the matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and Minnesota Vikings in 2016, which was 6 degrees below zero at kickoff. Holy fuck. Wow, that's crazy. All right. And then let's see here. Moreover, a game time temperature below 8 degrees would make this game the second coldest Bills home game in franchise history, behind only the 0 degree kickoff temp on January 15th, 1994, for a playoff game against the then Los Angeles Raiders. At that point, the Bills' home venue was known as Rich Stadium. Interesting. Wait, what did it say about 8 game time temperature below? Whatever. That's crazy. Coldest NFL wildcard games. Yep. All right, the coldest NFL wildcard games. Seahawks and Vikings, January 10th, 2016, -6 kickoff temperature. 49ers and Packers, January 5th, 2014, 5 degrees. Giants at Packers, January 8th, 2017, 14 degrees. Dolphins at Steelers, 17 degrees, January 8th, 2017. Steelers and Chiefs, 17.5, January 8th, 1994. That's not 17 degrees, like compared to what we're dealing with right now. It's like, come on. Yeah, so that's a cool article. Thanks for the article there, Mark. And then I don't know. Do you like watching football on a Saturday night instead of being out and fucking rooting and tooting? I feel like Sundays are like the perfect day for football. Because what the fuck are you gonna be doing on a Sunday? You're not going to fucking church. You're not bringing your kids to the park. You're not walking the dog. Laying in bed with your fucking cock in hand. So that's why Sundays are perfect for football, in my opinion. And, you're hungover on a Sunday, and the game usually starts at like 1 p.m. So then you still have that hangover, so you can just start drinking, and then the hangover will be gone, and then you're watching football, so it's like a double positive in what would normally be a shitty situation because, like I said, Sundays are a pretty useless day. So that's just my little thesis statement on why Sunday is the best day for football. But let me know what you think for sure. I'm pretty sure I'm right. With all this shitty fucking weather, you would think that the tickets would be super duper cheap for the Bills-Pats on this lovely Saturday. And it's not looking like too cheap. No like $20, $30 tickets. Everything like 300 level is still like $79, which with the shipping and handling and fees and all that, it would probably come out to about $700. But yeah, I figured it'd be a lot cheaper because I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure at a certain point, those single digits can get quite dangerous. Let's see. Let's see when frostbite occurs. It's most famously associated with Arctic explorers, but frostbite isn't picky. Oh boy. Frostbite can occur when a body part isn't properly protected in extreme cold. Dr. Gruner warns, the colder the wind chill is, the quicker frostbite comes on. That is not terribly hard to understand, that concept. According to that National Weather Service wind chill chart, if it's 0 degrees Fahrenheit outside and the wind is blowing at 15 miles per hour, it creates a wind chill temperature of negative 19. You are at risk of frostbite after being exposed for just 30 fucking minutes. So I'm no math guy, but if you get frostbite in 30 minutes at negative 19 wind chill, let's see what the weather is going to be like in Orchard Park today. Weather, Orchard Park. Let's see what's going on. And I don't like how my fucking browser automatically goes to the Yahoo search, because the Yahoo search fucking sucks cock, and I fucking hate it. It's the fucking worst. Fuck you, Yahoo. Yahoo? Whatever happened to Ask Jeeves, anyways? Miss you, Jeeves. So right now it's 4 degrees. It's about 9 a.m. So Orchard Park is 4 degrees. There's only an 8% chance of snow. And wind throughout the day is looking at like 4 to 5 miles an hour. So that's not bad. And there's a winter storm warning. Wind chill advisory remains in effect until 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this afternoon. So remember, the game doesn't start till 8. And then a winter storm warning in effect from 7 p.m. Sunday. Oh, okay, so that's tomorrow. So who gives a fuck about that? So yeah, it's going to be It's going to be probably around 5 degrees at kickoff, and then it might dip down to about 4. So that's, I mean, relative to what we were just talking about, 0 degrees, 19, fucking wind chill, it'll fucking freeze your cock off. Yeah, I mean, we're not looking that bad, I guess, right? Once again, I would say the best random tangent, the best investment you could do for your mornings to make your mornings better is to get some kind of metal coffee cup. Because if you have a shitty glass coffee cup, just a mug, your coffee gets cold in literally fucking 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes. But if you have it just in a metal cup and not even with a lid on it, your coffee stays warm for at least fucking 45 minutes. You could just leave it, go fucking jerk off, go ride your horse, and then come back and your coffee's still fucking warm. You can get in your Astro van, go drive to Blockbuster, buy a copy of Mythbusters, and come back and your fucking coffee will still be warm. It's fucking amazing. That's just my, and I like a larger coffee cup too, so I can really, so I don't gotta make all these trips. What's up with all these trips back and forth to my fucking coffee pot? What the fuck's up with that? But yeah, Bills versus Pats. Like I said, this podcast will be out and the game will be long gone at that point. And maybe even the next game if we have... I just fucking jinxed it, didn't I? Knock on wood, folks. 1 second, I'm going to knock on wood. Knocked on wood. Yeah. But yeah, I guess the big takeaways here are if it's 0 degrees Fahrenheit and the wind chills, or the wind is blowing at 15 miles an hour, the real feel temperature is negative 19. There's probably some kind of formula to calculate like the actual feel temperature or wind chill temperature, but I don't give a fuck about that. I'm slightly hungover. I think it went away. I slept in until fucking 8 a.m. this morning. It's the longest I've slept in since fucking Reagan was in office. And it feels good. That's another. If you can get a good night's rest after drinking, that's huge. That helps alleviate the hangover for sure. Because I feel... Well, how do I feel? I feel focused, present, but just with like a headache, as opposed to being tired and hungover. Then you get the double fuck DP dog pound hangover. So that's good. I slept for probably 11 hours. So I think that's what's keeping the boat afloat at this point. And the good listeners at home are keeping the boat afloat as well. Thanks for tuning in. If you made it this far, you're a trooper. And I owe you a ride on my boat. But yeah, hope everyone's week has been good. All right, I guess it's Monday, so I hope your week is off to a great start. And if it's not, you always got Tuesday. But yeah, hope your last week was a good one. I had an interesting couple days at work. There was... excuse me, I'm just taking a sip of my water. Interesting days at work. I spoke with people that I never thought I'd speak with in my life. I spoke with raconteurs, jugglers, swindlers, lovers, fighters, the whole gamut. But I did, this one guy kind of this older gentleman. He's probably like 55, mid 50s, low 50s. Older gent comes up. He kind of looks like a sporty guy. And he's got this, he tells me he coaches lacrosse. And he had this, the hoodie for the Georgia Swarm. I guess that's a professional lacrosse team. And yeah, so he's the coach of the Georgia Swarm, and they were playing the Bandits. So yeah, so I got to talk to him. I think his last name's Ferris. He's a cool dude, the coach for a pro lacrosse team. I think, what does the fame of being a coach of a lacrosse team equate to? Being like a waiter at Denny's? But yeah, he was a cool guy. Kind of like he had a weird like Canadian accent. I guess he's from Burlington, but he had like a super thick Canadian accent. And he said he's able to coach professional lacrosse while still keeping a fucking 9 to 5 Monday through Friday day job, which is interesting. I guess he would probably have to work remotely, I would imagine, because they're probably all over the fucking place. Maybe he just likes being busy. I don't know. Interesting stuff, but yeah, he was cool. It's probably the most I've ever talked about lacrosse in my life. I don't know fucking squat diddly about it, but he seemed to be a very knowledgeable gent about it. But yeah, I guess there's lacrosse, professional lacrosse, indoor, I'm pretty sure. The name of the game. He says it's growing across the country like wildfire. Wildfire. I think Las Vegas just got a team. They're getting a bunch of teams, aren't they? Las Vegas. Anybody want to move to Las Vegas out there? Just be dry heat and just fucking. What do you do there? Just fucking fuck whores. Fuck. Pay for the holes. Pay for pleasure. I don't know. That's what you do in Las Vegas. It doesn't seem like a place where healthy people live or like productive people. Or maybe I could see like kind of mob activity, productive and fucking just doing bad shit, fucking putting people in trunks and shit like that. But yeah, he was a cool guy. So I got to speak with a coach of a professional lacrosse team. Nice guy. He actually asked me to join the team, believe it or not. He asked me to join the roster, but I said, nope, I gotta be here serving my country behind this desk, sir. So I'm gonna have to honorably decline that declaration. And then fucking on the last solo podcast, I was talking about fucking dude Jeremy that I work with. Can't tell if he's 13 or 50, but he was spinning yarn to me again. He says, or I don't know how it came up, but I asked him if he had any kids. It should be horrible because you'd hate to be the child of a guy who rides his bike to work. But hey, at least maybe you could sit in the basket of the bike. But yeah, I guess he does have a kid. He has like a kid who's fucking like 20 years old. And he just found out a month ago. And he's never seen him in his life. These are the times when work ain't that bad. When you just talk to your fucking scumbag coworkers about their illegitimate children that they've never seen in their life. I just really love that. I love it a lot. Love hearing stories. He was pretty open to talking about it. I guess he had to take her to court, his ex-wife or whoever the fuck she was, and got the DNA results just a month ago, so it's legit. He's got a kid. I think he said he's in like Illinois or something like that. It's always something with him though. He's always got shit going on in fucking different area codes, it seems like. Don't you hate somebody who they always say shit that is like so crafted that there's no way that you could even fact check what they're saying? Just compulsive fucking liar vibes. Pretty Little Liars. What the fuck was that show anyway? I don't remember what that show was about. I didn't watch it. I did read Twilight though when I was like 8 years old. Only the one with the apple on it. Pretty good read. Might have to delve back in. Maybe I'll just do just a podcast where I just read Twilight. You Team Edward or uh, Team Edward or Team Henry? Which team are you? But yeah, so I guess we all got what we learned in this episode. We all got a kid somewhere. We all got exes that live in Texas. And I'm going to sign off here, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for thanks for tuning into the pod. This has been Garden Pals number 107, if you can believe it or not, for January 24th, the year's 2022. And I hope you, yes you, have a great Monday.